Namaste. Today in this video we're going to talk about one of the very important and the foundation pose, Chaturanga Dandasana. We are doing this posture lots of time in our yoga practices. This is one of the very effective, very beneficial pose. This posture strengthens our core, and when we talk about core is a group of muscle. The work of core is to protect our spine and to protect our pelvis, and it makes our physical activity very easy and very safe if we have very good core. So it's very important to practice this posture in a correct way. We need to understand what actually happening in this pose. Sometimes it happens, people, they are not doing in a proper manner, they start having some issue out of that, some pain, some injuries happen. So we can do the modification, but that's important that you will do in a proper alignment. So we will see step by step the action we will understand. So first we will see from the sitting position what actually the position of the arm, because the most common thing happens in this pose is your arms are going out, you start rounding the back, you are collapsing into the pose, which is not a correct way of doing the pose. So your elbows going like this, in this way. So you need to understand, you can understand from this position, this will be the position of your arms. You need to bend your elbows at 90 degree only. It will not go out. So just imagine this position when you are doing the pose. Your chest will be open. You will not do the retraction of the scapula. At the same time, you will not do protraction. Neither you will squeeze your shoulders, nor you will draw them away from the spine. So we can see the neutral rotation, neutral movement of the scapula we need here. You need to strongly engage your core, that you will not start arching or start rounding your back. You need to engage your thighs, that you will not feel any pressure on your lower back. And your glutes also, you will do Moola Bandha and the Udyan Bandha here in this pose. Now we will see the pose, and step by step we will move. No need to rush, just understand what action happening during the posture. That's very important. Now we have Amanji, he will demonstrate for us. So can you please get into Santulanasana plank pose? This is the preparation. If your body doesn't allow, in the beginning you can just do Santulanasana, just keep on practicing this. After some time you will feel that you can go more down by straightening your back, by keeping your back straight. Now from here you need to open the leg hip width apart, lifting your kneecap, roll your thighs in, neutral rotation of the pelvis. That's very important. You will not tilt your pelvis, make sure. So neutral rotation of the pelvis we need. You need to engage your core, sucking your belly in and up. So Mool Bandha, squeezing your anus region, Udyan Bandha, and you need to separate your shoulder blades. You will not squeeze your shoulder blades towards the spine. Now from here, very gently we will go, and you need to see this position, your wrist will be just below the shoulder, and with exhalation, by maintaining the straight back, slowly you will go down, elbow closer, separating your shoulder blades. This you need to maintain a straight body like a stick, and then slowly relax. Neck also will be stable, and then relax, just relax completely. Now Chaturanga Dandasana. The meaning of this posture, Chatur means four, Anga means body part, Danda means stick, Asana means pose. So four limb stick pose or staff pose. It's supposed to be like a stick, as the posture defined the name. It's supposed to be like a stick, very straight. You will not round, you will not arch your back, make sure. The preparation, all the joint movements for the wrist, for the elbow, for the shoulder, for the spine, it would be very good preparation. It would be very good if you're doing all this joint movements before entering into the pose. Now, if you have props, how you can use the props to understand the posture well and to adjust someone, we will see first with support of the strap. So if you have the strap, what you need to do for that, you need to measure distance, and from Santulanasana plank pose, I want you to come again into the Santulanasana plank pose, Amanji. And then drop your knees down into the sitting position. Sit down on your heels. So how you will measure your distance? So you need to straighten your arms because we are entering from the plank position. So with the straight arms, I will measure the distance. Straight your arms in the front. Now, just above the elbow, make sure always you will tie the strap above the elbow. So this much we need. So you can see this is the position. You need to extend your arms and it will be parallel to each other. Now we will enter into the pose. Externally rotate your upper arm. Just see it's tight or not. Now get into the pose, Chaturanga plank pose, separating your fingers, thumb facing each other. Yes, keep externally rotate your upper arm. Now come into the pose. Yes, inhale, and as you exhale, slowly you will go down. Slowly. Yes. So you will see you have the restriction. The strap will restrict you. It will not allow your body to collapse into the pose. And you will also understand the posture well. This we need. Tuck your tailbone. Yes. So you can see the posture. Your elbow will be at 90-degree final position. If in the beginning you can just go less, but not more than 90-degree. Otherwise it can put an amount of pressure on your wrist joint. So in this way you can also hold the posture more and you will understand the posture in a correct way. And then relax. Come into the sitting position and remove the strap. Now, the second we will see how you can use the block. And that's very important, that how you will measure your distance. So, how you need to measure the distance from your elbow up to the wrist. So, from the elbow up to the wrist, we will measure distance. So, this is his measurement. But sometime body proportion is like this, wrist, it ends here. So you can also use block in this way. In a different way you can use. Now in this way you need 4 blocks. But for Amanji we have this measurement. So we will use the block in this way. Now from here come into the pose, Chaturanga plank pose. Yep, with the straight arms first. Open your legs, hip width apart. Now, where you will place the block, your middle finger will be touching to the block. And when you are moving into the pose, you need to place just under your shoulder. And make sure you will not put all your body weight forward. It's supposed to be balanced. Inhale, with exhalation, you need to go down. So, you will see that space where you will place the block. So, you can see the posture. This is the pose. So in this way you will understand the pose well, what actually happening in this pose. Once you are once you are teaching someone and you are feeling the body is in a proper position, in a correct position, you can slowly remove the block and you can see the pose. This is the posture, and then relax. Drop your knees down and relax completely. So this is the posture, Chaturanga Dandasana. Just practice this pose in a correct in a proper manner. Preparation is very important, and hope this video will be helpful for you to do this posture and to gain the maximum benefit out of that without having any injuries, any problem. Thank you. Namaste.